Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Chantele. And we are here to talk about season 47 of Survivor with our astrological perceptions and predictions of these players. Yes.
Yes, we have a cast, we have birthdays, so we're ready to talk. But first, if you're new to this channel, please click subscribe and give this video a thumbs up because Kendra's back. Thumbs up for Kendra.
What's up, y'all?
The dream team. We're back.
It's really the dream team.
I love it. I'm so excited to talk preseason with you ladies. We were actually just like, we can't help it. We were just talking, and I was like, we have to actually go live and talk about it with everyone. Because we have a lot of air this season. Air signs are dominant. What does that mean to you, Kendra, when you see a lot of air signs?
Oh my goodness, seeing all the air signs. Well, air obviously rules communication, our thought processes, all of that. So I'm thinking there's gonna, especially with all the Geminis and Libras are the balance, Geminis are the two faces, the two personalities. So I think there's going to be a lot of like brutal blindsides, a lot of lying, a lot of stories being told. I'm really excited for Final Tribal Council, as we all are. But like, I just think with the amount of air in this season and the time of the filming happening, I think it was during Final Tribal. I think it was during Gemini season, or a lot of Gemini transits were happening. So I'm just so excited for the storytelling this season. Really.
Yeah, right.
And how that integrates into the gameplay. So really, really excited about the relationship too.
And both of you have strong air. Chantele, how do you, I mean, we're missing Aquarius, but...
You need this Aquarius for the strategy. But what I think is going to happen with all these air signs and this air influence is that people are going to be making moves without getting their hearts involved. They're not going to be crying about blind sides. They're just going to be like, off with their heads. And I mean, not actually, but you know what I'm saying. They're going to be making moves without having a lot of remorse, I would say, or just like having a lot of feelings about it. So I think that we can expect some blindsides and a lot of. I think there still will be strategy, but not as strategic as it would be if there was an Aquarius in the mix.
Right. Okay. So true. And we do have a lack of Earth. So we are seeing a lack of grounded sort of logical planning. That's not going to be a strength. We've got, air dominant, but also mutable dominant. Very low on fixed energy, like we do talk about sometimes with a Taurus. They really want to stick with their plan. We don't have that this season. So not only do we have these great conversationalists, very chatty, social, air dominant signs, but we've got people more than happy to change a plan. Oh, you got another story, you got another idea, yes, let's go a new way. But I also want to talk about moon signs. We're going to go through each individual today. We're going to go through the men today, and we're going to be back in a couple days for the ladies. But we are long on fire moons and water moons. So to your point, there actually might be some crying. There might be some taking it personally when someone comes for someone.
Well, is it the air people though that have like?
We'll have to say it. We'll have to say it.
Who had what, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was like the earth and water people, maybe having earth and water moons that might take some of these blind sides by these air signs. A little personally, like I know. Okay, from my perspective, I'm an air sign. And both my parents are lovely water signs. They're both Cancers, and they're always like to me like, don't you care about anything? I'm like, I care, but I get over it. I don't need to dwell. I don't need to sit in my feelings about something. And so that's, from my perspective, is the difference. Is that like, we might feel something, but we'll get over it pretty quickly. And water signs might want to linger in these feelings a little longer.
Yes. Well, let's talk about each of them individually. We're going to start with the men, like I said, today, breaking this up into 2 videos. So we are going to start with Andy.
Great.
Oh, I do have them alphabetically.
Woo!
Yes. Andy is an Aries. Sun, Leo moon, that's just fire right there for us, babes.
Leo moon,
Pisces.
that's that hair, isn't it?
Right,
Yes, that's what I was
hair.
thinking too.
Let me see if I can make him a little bigger. Pisces Mercury.
Okay.
His Mars is Cancer. His Venus is Aries.
Wow.
A little fiery sir here.
Fiery for sure. And it's funny, I was just looking at my notes and we have 4 men with Leo moons. And so who's going to be calling the shots? And I feel like with that emotion that we're talking about, it's like Fire can just react. I see a lot of reaction, like a very reactive cast this season.
Yeah.
And so with all this fire moons, so yeah, 4 out of the 9 men have Leo moons. Which is crazy.
That's
So we'll see who wants to be like the leader of the pack, you know?
Yeah, the jungle.
King of the jungle.
I believe they're all going to want to.
Me too. Same. Except for, you know, it's funny
who's
because
actually going to get it?
We'll talk about this more, but we have that guy Kyle, who's a Pisces sun, but a Leo moon. So hopefully he can kind of stay under the water a little bit.
So we don't know his rising sign, and a rising is a big, important part of everyone's chart. But an Aries sun is very much like go for it, move first, think later. Dive in, get something done. But that Leo moon is going to circle back to, but I need to take care of myself, right? I need to set up the plan for myself. Not could be loyal, but doesn't have to be loyal. That kind of energy. Chantel, what are you picking up?
I'm just curious. So I watched one of his interviews with Mike, and he mentioned that he's a bit of an overthinker. He was saying that he was worried when he was tying his shoes, that people would realize that he was good with knots potentially.
Yeah, right.
Where do you think that is sitting into his makeup here? I was trying to kind of figure out where that would.
Yeah, I wonder if his rising is an air sign.
Oh, maybe rising. Okay.
Maybe rising's an air sign, but also that Pisces Mercury, as it being the opposition of, Virgo's at home in Mercury. So there can be a lot of, especially with the Neptunian influence there could be a lot of confusion, especially around how they're being perceived. Especially maybe he does have like a water rising or a Pisces rising as well, which could be conjunct to that Mercury on his ascendant. That could lead into overthinking how he's being perceived in the game, or having a confusion on how people are taking him in. And also a lot of Pisces. And what year is he born? Okay, so he is going to have that Uranus
93
conjunction too, which does lead into a lot of, anxiety, overthinking, especially if it's falling in a place of his chart, maybe in the body or in a house, like maybe in the house of Gemini or something. So
right. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that Pisces Mercury is definitely the one to blame here, especially when he's talking about it. He's like maybe having an emotional reaction to before the game even starts, or maybe he's having a premonition as a Pisces Mercury, being like, okay, maybe, just kind of overthinking and getting in this like clouded mindset rather than listening to that intuition. It's like finding that balance between listening to, that water intuition and that Aries spark intuition, because both are very intuitive signs.
Mm-hmm.
It's just learning how to listen to that intuition for Andy is going to be, I think, a big part of his process, especially with the Cancer Mars. He might get his feelings hurt.
Yes, I can see him.
As a Cancer Mars myself.
Well, I feel like with them, pretty heavily fire influence for him. I think he's going to be a go. Even he had a lot of energy in his interviews that I've seen. I think that he's very much excited to be there. I think he's going to take every opportunity that he can. I just think that he's going to be go. And depending on obviously who he's on his tribe with and like the energies with them, I think people really are going to like him. I think they're going to like appreciate his kind of gregariousness. I think he's going to be good physically with like that heavy Mars influence. So yeah, I think that he has a strong, from just looking at him alone right now, it looks like he is going to do well, at least in the beginning stages of this game.
I'm getting charismatic.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
yeah,
right. A little grizz in there.
I think that's the Leo moon too.
And having that compassion with the water signs too in that chart, I feel like is a good balance. for
Absolutely.
him. Also, I worry about the reactions.
Yep.
Fire and water.
Yep. Dramatic.
Passionate. How about for passionate? We'll say.
Absolutely. Absolutely passionate. All right, let's pull a card for Andy.
Andy. What's it going to be, buddy?
It looks like he's going to be on the yellow tribe, but we don't have confirmation on tribes, but it looks like yellow tribe. Ooh, an Empress.
Have the Empress here.
Oh, I have the Devil.
Ooh, we got some big cards here.
Ooh, okay, this is interesting. The Knight of Swords in reverse.
Oh, Andy.
Well, okay, upright. I'm not sure if I'm going to read it as a reversal, but or like just kind of like the energy of this card in general.
Okay,
but,
you said Knight? Yeah.
Yeah. So this is when I was learning tarot. We called this card the Kanye West card.
Uh-huh.
It is a lot of energy. It's a lot of go without thinking, which is kind of what I was suggesting for him. But maybe it might come across a little maybe manic or a little bit like too much, too hard, too fast. So this is a little bit cautionary, this card for him. Like I kind of wanted to maybe bring it in and pull it back a little bit. He might be too all over the place, and people might be a little bit taken aback by this energy of this card. But the other cards, what did you get, Sarah?
I got the Devil. Oh, so he's up to something.
And I have the Empress. And so with this three combo here, I'm wondering with the Knight of Swords if like he's going to be scrambling in too many places, and like I think he really needs to hold true and ground down through his values, because we have the Empress here. You know, we want to be aligned with our values. He's like wanting to live this dream. Obviously, he values this game. I know he's a big part of the Survivor community. Yep. And so I feel like seeing the Devil here, it's like maybe it's going to be this choice or this thing that he's going to have to make, giving up his values potentially in like a mess of like the Knight of Swords, maybe just having too many conversations, making too many rash moves, that's going to be directly involved with the Devil. Because I'm kind of reading this as like a trio here, Fran, not necessarily just this alone. Because the Empress card is a little confusing to me as far as his chart goes. Because it's a very grounded energy. Empress energy is like, you know, I stand on my business. I want to be surrounded by like love and beauty. It's very docile energy, and I'm seeing this as maybe like more his inner self. And that Devil and this Knight of Swords is what's going to be like challenging him during this game.
So maybe the Empress is what's kind of being hidden, and what people are seeing is his energy of this Knight of Swords here. And so maybe if he taps into the energy of the Empress, like maybe he's going to get himself into a load of trouble, and he's going to have to maybe relate to somebody one-to-one and kind of connect with values and all of the other things coming together with that Empress card. Now with the Devil we have pulled in other other, it usually
seasons.
Meant merge, right? It usually meant like maybe getting to the beginning of the merge, right? I think they were all merge cards.
Post-merge out. This is a little longevity in the game. I would think the Empress is more of a winning card than the Devil, but this is maybe extremes, like maybe doing too much, but also, doing some shady dealings that do work for you. This isn't necessarily working against you, but this is, I think, some wheeling and dealing, right? So making some plans and cutting some people.
I can see the Empress as well, also as a potential ally. Maybe it's not him. Maybe it's the person he's going to be wheeling dealing with, and maybe he's going to find his grounding person
that will rein him in.
Yeah, and I think he has Rachel, Sierra, or Annika, Sierra, and Rachel on Sarah.
We lost Sarah.
On his tribe of the girls in yellow. And so he's back. I'm wondering if one of these people is going to be his like grounding force that remind him of his values. as a reminder, maybe this isn't exactly him. Maybe this is an ally.
Does he need an empress? He's going to have an empress.
I think he needs an empress.
And maybe like he's going to start the game like this, a little bit more of this energy, like really excited to be there, go, making plans, talking to people. And with the devil, maybe he's going to realize that like, okay, that is not actually working anymore. Maybe you're going to have to shift gears here and tune into why I'm really here. And maybe that's going to be the way that he connects with somebody new, is through being like, wait, like, let's get grounded here. Let me find somebody to work with. And so
I'm wondering,
a transformational moment.
It does look like
Badu. Oh,
jeez. He did get the devil last year, and he did not make it to merge.
Okay.
Well, what were his other cards? And wasn't he full Scorpio too?
he was a big personality. Yeah.
But it looks like Sam is on his tribe, and he's in Aries with a Taurus moon. And so I wonder if he's going to be like a grounding presence from this. They're both Aries men, but Sam I think has a Taurus moon. And I'm hoping that maybe he can be like, bro, like, wake up. We got to stop moving like this. We got
some fixed energies. Chill.
Yeah, because we need some, that's one of the 5 Earth placements in this entire cast is Sam's Earth moon. So hopefully he can maybe Sam's the Empress.
Maybe Sam's the Empress.
Well, let's keep it in the yellow tribe then. Let's do the other dudes in yellow. I'm going to skip around here and let's go to John. He's the next guy on yellow. And he is a Leo sun. He's more than likely a Leo moon as well, but it did start in Cancer that day. But it was in Leo the bulk of the day. So without knowing the time of his birth, he could either be Cancer or Leo moon. We'll know that within the first couple episodes.
I feel like he's a Leo moon.
From
what I've seen of him so far.
100%.
Look at his smirk.
Yeah, right? He's a Virgo Mercury. That's some strategy right there. Scorpio Mars, watch the F out, and Leo Venus right there.
Yeah, it's funny, during his interviews he's like has kind of like a nervous energy, and that's definitely that Virgo.
The Virgo Mercury right there.
Overthinking everything and just talking about it.
Yeah, he's very analytical in how he approaches his words and what he speaks about. And you kind of have to follow. He goes on like interesting little tangents. They do make sense, but like I find like it's just very analytical, and he's analyzing many things at the same time. From what I've seen from him so far, I think that.
Right. We should say he is a former speechwriter, right? He worked in the Obama administration. Like, that's absolutely a Virgo Mercury, like, very good writer. But with all that fire, I mean, he now hosts podcasts. He is quite the talker. But, with a Sun and Moon Leo, it's all, he's going to want his platform.
Yes.
He's going to want to sort of perform or have that sort of extroverted energy.
And he does say that he plans, he's not going to hide who he is and the things that he's done. He's not going to shy away from that. And I think he wants to be recognized. And he's going to be happy with people knowing who he is and or potentially seeing his work or recognize him. So he's not shying away from that. He's not changing his profession or anything like that for the show.
Yeah. I really like the Virgo Mercury and the Scorpio Mars, because the Scorpio Mars is really good at it's very penetrative, but it's very good at understanding people's motives and being able to act upon that. So I think that combo there is really good for yes, he's gonna have this shiny exterior persona and people are gonna think they know what he's all about, but I feel like there's a hidden assassin underneath if he can make it far into the game. And it's so funny, one of the first Matt chats that I saw in a preview or something, he's I care about what people think. So I think he's definitely a Leo moon.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see, John. Oh, I've got the High Priestess.
Ooh.
That's interesting. I don't know. Maybe the Scorpio moon, or is he a Cancer moon? I don't know. This feels watery. This feels intuitive. This feels
you someone guys pulled that for me. Oh no, the Hierophant.
Hierophant.
Oh, the Hierophant. Yeah.
opposite.
But you are very much a high priestess, Kendra.
Oh.
Sure I am.
Okay, this one popped out for me. It like flew out.
Oh.
Justice. Ooh.
Oh wow.
I think that perception that I was just talking about with that Scorpio Mars is going to be showing its face during his game. Absolutely.
The moon. This is a lot of like sort of intuitive, watery, feeling oriented energy.
I really think that he is going to have this like exterior persona and like really come into these like more intuitive parts of himself and like his perceptions in this game. Like, I don't think people are going to perceive him as the way he's actually playing this game, especially with the moon card and the high priestess showing up.
Yeah, I think that I agree. The way that people are going to perceive him is like we're going to know him in his confessionals. I feel like he's going to be very forthright with how he's going to explain his game and what he's doing. And I feel like it's going to be completely different than what he was presenting to the rest of the cast and the tribes. And so, yeah, I think that is the moon there for sure. Like things that are hidden, things are not really seen is maybe his true ability to debate, to get his point across. Like I feel like he's always going to be able to defend himself really well, and I'm wondering if this is making a case for himself at Final Tribal.
Me too. I love the Justice card there, and I'm wondering if like, you know, with the Justice card and the High Priestess and the Moon, like what an interesting combo for someone.
This really is. I mean, the moon can go a negative way, right? Like that can be like sort of delusional. Yeah, being in the dark, not necessarily seeing what's going on. Some sort of justice has to come to him, or he's giving someone else justice. You know, like you mentioned before, this doesn't have to be him. This could be a partner that he works with. But goodness, yeah, this is quite a journey he's got here. Like this is a significant character in the season, right?
Well, and just having 3 major arcana is it feels like he's going to be an important member of the season. Like I feel like with having so much influence from the major arcana that his journey is going to be important. It's going to be something that we watch, we see a lot of. Yeah, even if it's short-lived, like it doesn't feel like it's going to be short-lived with these cards, but even if it is, I think it's going to be impactful. Like maybe he goes out on a tribal that's like explosive and wild and things are uncovered and hidden. Like I don't know, but he's definitely going to make an impact, I would say.
So I'm like, is he a Cancer Moon?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, that card's
really, like with the High Priestess and the like, I literally pulled the Moon card. I'm like, is he actually a Cancer Moon?
That's a very Cancer Moon. That'll be interesting to watch and see.
Should we message him and ask him like, so?
I'm messaging him when I
please.
Reboard.
Kendra, get his time of birth.
I'm sliding into John Levitt's DM.
That Justice makes me think his Scorpio Mars. Like you just don't mess with a Scorpio Mars. They have the ability. It is part of their strength to come for you.
Yeah.
You know, don't do them wrong. So that might be interesting to see.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to cross the Scorpio Mars.
I think his exterior and like this kind of I'm a podcaster and I'm I'm like, and then there's this Scorpio Mars like underneath the surface, like ready to strike at any moment. Especially like with the Moon card, it's like that is very under the surface, things that are hidden. I'm wondering if he's going to have a little bit of a hard time, a lot of emotions coming up. So
I don't think he'll share the emotions with his tribe, though. I feel like maybe he'll share it with us, but not with.
I think it's going to be very different, our perception versus like the tribe's perception of him in this game.
So Sam would be our next and last man on the yellow tribe. More fire, another Aries sun. This is a fiery tribe.
Are they going to be like the Comp Beast tribe? Like, obviously, I don't know the makeup of the rest of it, but like,
no, I think, is the yellow tribe the good tribe now?
Right. No like, more Delulu.
Delulu.
So his moon is either Taurus or Gemini, another chart where the moon changed, but it was in Taurus most of the day. So I'm leaning towards Taurus at this time. Pisces Mercury. We already saw a Pisces Mercury with A and D. So that's an interesting connection they both have.
Yeah.
Taurus Mars, Aries Venus.
Ooh, okay. I'm liking a little bit more earth here. I'm like feeling
Yeah.
a little less rattled
Yeah.
these people, but yeah, and I believe that the 2000, I believe his Saturn is in Taurus as well, so that would make him have a Mars Saturn conjunction in Taurus, which would be great for strategizing. I think, like pulling out a plan. Really, really love that.
And sticking to it.
And sticking.
Yeah. If he
Maybe
has
little
a Taurus moon.
And with the Taurus moon, is like maybe being a little too set in his ways a little bit, but
yes, which
we'll see.
We have very little set in our ways energy, so that would be interesting if he does have that.
It would actually be helpful.
But he definitely has the Taurus Mars, so he's going to be the one who actually cares about the shelter.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was like, I feel like he's going to make this place as comfortable as possible for himself.
Yes.
He's going to, I don't know if he's going to be super physical, but he's going to like his comfort. So he's going to, his importance is going to be placed on, let's build that shelter. Let's make our beds nice.
Let's win the pillows.
That Taurus moon almost reminds me of Hunter last season with like and just being like, I just want to be, because Pisces and Taurus, like I just want to be comfy, please.
Please.
Wow. Yeah,
all three fire guys.
Wow, and John and Sam have opposing Mars signs. I am a little
I'm
a little nervous about that.
They may not vibe.
Or
I mean, it's a.
Or they get along like
I do live in opposition, but sometimes with that Mars sign, it's a little.
We'll just
it
hope
could definitely be like guys at first are like, oh yeah, we're all fire, we're all having fun, and then it's like, but I'm number one, and they're like, no, I'm number one, you know.
Especially since John has a lot of Leo in there, so that might also influence him wanting to be the king.
Well, I have a Page of Pentacles for Sam.
Pentacles,
but Page, the younger version, the newer, not quite grown or mature. How many wands are those? 8 wands.
Eight of Wands is usually like the go for it.
Yeah, it's very like sad.
Oh, that's like
4?
A 4 of Wands.
4 of Wands. Okay, I love that.
With the wedding bells. Is
there a showmance for him? I mean, he's cute.
But I also loved that 4s. They have to step back. They cannot try to run the show. They have got to allow things to happen. For whatever reason, he needs to let things ride and chill out a bit.
Definitely. I think if there's any man on this tribe who's going to do that, it's him with his Taurus placements. Just kind of like trusting the process a little bit more. Hopefully it's not I don't know. There's so much fire for these men, which is like a lot. But
thanks, Joseph.
Yeah, he's another sort of like
TV personality.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he knows sports, so I think he is maybe competitive or athletic.
And this card says he's competitive and athletic too.
Yeah, he sure does.
I think he used to play football.
Right.
Sure.
Okay.
And he was like, "Oh, I never was going to be in the NFL or something." Somebody was saying something like that. But I'm seeing individual immunity potentially if he can make it far enough, like celebration, coming together. I think he is going to find I'm hoping he's going to find a person to work with who's going to be that like 4 grounding energy for him. So maybe it's one of the girls. But yeah, definitely celebration, I think. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. This is
I wonder if this is an idol, a token, some sort of hardware. I wonder.
Yeah.
But pages are also messengers, right? So maybe he's going to find out about a hidden immunity idol, or he's going to get a message of something to advance him in the game, to get him closer to winning some money. So that could be getting a clue or something of that nature.
Yeah, I can almost see that as like clue, and then like yours is like moving him towards the game, forward in the game, and this is like at least merge, I think.
Yeah.
I would say at least merge. Agree. And I feel like with this card, to me, he's going to be maybe similar to Jonathan from a few seasons ago, where he was kind of like the big pillar of strength for this tribe. I feel like he's going to like put his body into it and like help them win in that way, and then also be there to make the comfortable camp life as well.
I agree.
So I feel like he's going to be a very strong presence in his tribe.
Strong competitor.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder though. There's no major arcana here. You know, I feel like we've established this tribe is going to be strong, so he's not like first boot, but he might be one of the first boots of this tribe, even if it's like later.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. There's
but that forest celebration, like, does that mean Final Four? Like, I don't know. That's a good card. That's a marriage card.
I mean,
right? I love the Four of Wands.
I mean, we want it in regular life for sure.
This game
all day. Yeah,
I feel like there's longevity. For me.
I think there's merge. This is giving merge at least. Maybe his first tribe merge boot, like first boot from the yellow tribe. But I don't know. I'm feeling like. Yeah, I love the idea of him, like the comparison to Jonathan of like being that like tribe strength, and I feel like he has a lot of energy, like substantial energy, especially if he does have
for sure
a Taurus moon, just being able to like persist through the things.
He's definitely one of the younger people too.
Oh yeah,
2000 baby, yeah. Which I love that is now like a normal thing. The first time we had one, we were like, what?
Can't process it.
I was at like a tip party and I got carded, and I'm like, you have to look at a 1. Like if it's a 1, you're good now.
Yeah, right?
Like,
Yeah.
You know, this almost gives me like, yeah, there's definitely some success here for sure. So
yeah.
Go for it.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on to our red tribe, starting with Soul. Let's also move on to some of our dominant air energy here, because we got ourselves a double Gemini new moon baby, Cancer Mercury, Taurus Mars Gemini Venus. I can't wait to watch Soul.
I'm so excited for Soul. He kind of like, I don't know, just watching his preseason interviews, I was just like, I have a good feeling about this guy. Like, I really like him.
Yeah.
And
again, I mean, I would love to know his rising sign, but double Gemini, right off the bat, we know he is social, he is chatty, he's going to be a good conversationalist, he's going to make friends on his tribe. Loose lips sink ships as well, though. You never know.
And I think, well, he is one of the older people this season, too. We have 1981.
Yep.
And so I think that with that time, instead of the loose lips, I think he's gonna have a little bit more wisdom, perhaps, than with other tribe members. And what else I was gonna say about this? I love the Gemini because they're so good at, like, with that Mercury rulership over his chart. He's so good at taking in information, and like, as tired as you are out there, as he's gonna be able to keep track of it all. I think I have just like a feeling about that. And that Cancer. Mercury memory is great. His memory is great. So he's not only going to be able to be taking in the information that he's going to be given from all of his socializing, and just kind of, I don't know, he seems kind of just like cool. I like Saul.
Yeah, Geminis in general for me, I'm a big fan because they're just so easy to get along with. Generally speaking, they buzz around, and they're gathering all that information, but like gathering friendships and relationships, and people like hanging out with them, people like chatting with them, people like gossiping with them. And so if he's able to be that with a lot of people, I do think that he will make it far, because people just will not want to target him. They'll just like, no, I like talking to him, no, I like hanging out with him. I wonder if he's gonna be the gossip though, because Geminis are like gonna gossip, and the best way to make a friendship is to make a common enemy, right? So it's possible that maybe, he's able to chat his way into making some other people some targets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that people are going to feel really comfortable with him because we have the Taurus Mars, dependable. He's going to do something, he says he's going to do something. And then we have the Cancer Mars, which is just kind of like maybe he's going to talk to people about their families and talk about his own family and his emotions a little bit more than like a normal, not a normal Gemini, but like what we would state.
Right. The Cancer Mercury does add a bit of a sensitivity to his communication, which he's going to have a lot of communication. But yeah.
Great.
Okay, so.
Oh.
What you got for us?
My Gemini friend. Oh, all the air signs. I love it.
3 of Wands.
He's making friends.
A teamwork, a group project vibe.
This popped out. 9 of Pentacles.
Ooh.
Oh, we love a
One of my favorite cards.
9 of Pentacles is, for me, it's like coming to the end and reaping all the rewards. Oh, and transformation.
Not Kendra pulling the death card.
Not me pulling the death card.
So is he gonna have
okay.
Oh boy, we have got a journey here. So you're not dying. We got it. But wow, yeah, he's got to take some sort of transformation.
Wow.
So
I actually see this as a longevity card for some reason.
No, I think so.
With this, for sure.
With that, 9 of Pentacles, the card of abundance. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. I love it. Then we got the.
And I feel like he has support. He's got support in his little 3 of Wands.
Like a trio, like he has like an alliance of 3 that are working together. So maybe half their tribe gets decimated. There's 3 of them left, and they get to merge, and he has to.
That's true. This could be the decimation of a tribe.
Absolutely.
For sure.
But he's still able to last here with this card.
Are we thinking with the 3 of Wands? Because like 3 of Wands, isn't that like in the traditional, he's kind of like overlooking the ocean with like a map and stuff. I'm thinking journey here potentially.
Ooh, yeah, let me find this.
Or maybe a tribe swap, like death to like
right.
some type of transformation or I think that he's going to be going on during this, and like maybe his tribe gets decimated and he's like the only one standing, or maybe it is an early boot, but I'm not getting that like intuitive sense here. Early boot at all. I think the death card. Yeah, exactly. 3 of Wands is like, I'm planning, I'm getting ready for, like, he has all the things he needs to make the leap and take action, but he needs to wait for his time. So I'm nervous with the death card and the 3 of Wands if he's going to move too soon and that's going to get him cut. He's going to have a really good plan, or it's going to work out because we have the 9 of Pentacles.
Yeah.
Also, though, when I look at the traditional 3 of Wands here, look at he's holding on to one of the wands. And so, like, I feel like he's going to have somebody that he's relying on, potentially, that he's able to hold on to. And maybe it's 2 other people that are part of the trio or 4 of them. But there's one, I think he's going to have one rock, one solid for sure. So, that's what
I just read a comment, bad swap that can easily make new friends. I can see that as well. Like,
agreed.
And maybe that's his talk at final trial. I don't know.
You're ready for the Geminis to talk at final tribal.
I want it to be all Geminis, which is likely.
Yeah, it's possible.
But this is an abundant card as well. So this combination doesn't like scream winner, but this card could lean towards getting.
It's got
money.
some success, for sure. I mean, it feels it could be journey. Going on the journey with the 3 of Wands, getting some sort of
food reward,
reward of some sort.
Food reward.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
but 9s are the end. 9s are the end of a journey, like a whole cycle, and so that's why I also look at this as getting to the end of the game potentially, just because you've gone through 1 all the way up to the 9. It's kind of endings.
Yeah,
and so
like I'm picking my harvest. My harvest has gone to its full completion. Look at all the abundance around me. Like I've made it. Love it.
Cool. Yes. All right. Here. I can't wait to watch Soul. All right, moving on. Still in red, we have Rome. More air. We've got a Libra here. Leo or Virgo moon. Let me see if I wrote down where it was most of the day. It was in Leo most of the day. So
He's a radio host, so I feel like it's Leo.
There we go. Yeah, sports
so
commentator.
Many radio TV people.
Yes. I saw somebody, I think it was Mike Bloom, asked Jeff like what was up with that, or maybe it was Dalton. And he was like, I think that's just what people are doing these days. He was
that's
like,
true. That's fair. That's fair.
It's a common job. So we're gonna say Leo moon, Scorpio, Mercury, and Mars, sir. Hello. And a Virgo Venus. Ooh. Wrong.
Oh, wow. I mean,
another person not to cross.
Yeah.
No.
Also, yeah, I don't know why, I'm getting a little nervous for Rome.
So we should say, I mean, Libra.
He could come on a little strong.
He could come on strong with a Leo moon and a Scorpio, Mercury,
and
Mars.
All the Scorpio and the, like, this is the way it needs to get done. I know so much.
That intensity that we remember from Banu last year. Now, Banu had 1,000 planets in Scorpio, but that intensity is Scorpio, and he's got a bit here. So, especially with his Mercury, he could speak, kind of jab ya with some intense communication.
Yeah, definitely. Good part here, Libra Sun. Love to smile. He's warm and everything. Like, there's definitely is a warmth about him, just like looking at him. But like, there is something behind the eyes, which is that Scorpio Mercury that is like, hey, but also don't mess with me.
Yes, I definitely think that we might be. Well, we've seen a lot of him in some of the previews, right? Like like talking a lot or whatever. So I do think he's going to be a big personality. A lot of people are going to be quite big personalities this season, but it seems like him as well. So I'm wondering if he is going to have like one of those like blind sides that's going to happen that's pretty explosive, like tribal wise. Like, I just feel like he's going to have like a moment that's going to be quite not fiery, but Scorpio-like. You know what I mean? Like, coming back for some vengeance to take somebody out,
And he's on the red tribe with Saul, who's a Gemini. So I love the Libra Gemini. That's fun.
Yes.
I'm afraid gossip. I think Rome would be the gossip to Saul.
I can see that for sure.
So a Libra, would love a partner. They would love to have a partner to work with out there. But the Leo moon, doesn't mean he's going to stick with that partner.
Yeah.
Necessarily.
Like,
I mean, like,
that means where I need to go. And then
cut that partner when you need to.
Saul and Rome's, both of their Marses are in opposition, like you weren't excited about, Kendra. So Saul's in Taurus and his is in Scorpio. So
I have a feeling
they might be friends until they're enemies.
Yeah. Exactly. It might start off cool because we got the Libra who wants to get along and like, please give me somebody to play with. But like,
maybe he gets jealous of Saul like going around and chatting with other people.
About to say, like, I think there's going to be a little bit of jealousy here.
It's so interesting that we have some strong fixed Mars energy, because we don't have fixed with the sun. But if you're Mars, the way that you are active and take action is fixed. These people do not want to. You don't change my plan. If I have my plan, you don't get to change it.
Oh,
boy.
Rome.
So if there is a fight between him and Saul, Saul is going to win that battle, I feel.
Six of Swords.
Okay,
Rome.
Come on, card.
That you've got the 10. Is it the 10 of Wands?
10 of Wands. Oh.
This could be an okay card sometimes.
Yeah, could be.
But
could be.
I think
not
with
the
Six of Swords and the 10 of Wands, there is definitely gonna be a
This is a challenge. This is a challenging group together. Now, a Six of Swords could be a journey. It is a sort of a moving and on. It could be a tribe swap. But it is still challenging, whatever it is. This isn't success at your journey.
It's going from troubled waters to more stable water. So that could be beneficial, but he's going to have to get through our 2 cards over here if he wants to get to like the promised land, and we're not sure if he will come out.
Yeah, I think the judgment with this and the 6 of Swords is maybe an early tribal. And like if he can get out on the other side, I don't know, but I'm getting a little bit of an earlier
boot.
Potentially. I don't know, but the judgment card can also be
longevity.
Yeah.
Near the end of the
if he can make it through these two cards, but I'm
maybe
nervous about
he's
him
gonna be down and
doing too
out.
much. I'm nervous about him doing too much.
Yeah.
Like if you think of in terms of what could happen on Survivor, maybe he goes to like an exile island, like or something like that. You know, maybe that's like the journey that he's going, and he's gonna have some sort of judgment day over there, or do some sort of task of some sort where he needs to, I don't know, build a fire on his own. Like I don't know, maybe he has to do something on his own to come to his own judgment day.
Yeah.
You know, if we're looking at something a little more specifically Survivor related.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to think judgment does last a little bit, but this is a challenging game for him, however long he lasts. This is not a winning combination.
Yeah, it's like he's by himself with your card, Kendra. Like he has all the weight on his shoulders. Like he's doing it all alone. It doesn't seem like he has anybody supporting him necessarily.
Yeah.
And so
I think that's why it's so funny to pull this card with him, because I was just feeling this, like I'm nervous about him coming on a little too strong, and maybe he's going to feel like a little isolated. Maybe he's going to feel like that weight of like, I was here to do this thing, and maybe judging himself, maybe just being like, oh, like I had this plan in my head, or I had this idea of how I was going to, like we all do, you know, we all have this idea of how we're going to do the show, and then it's just like, he's doing too much. Yeah, maybe it's just, maybe the weight of the game kind of gets to him a little bit, and he feels a little defeated and resentful.
Yeah. Although, you know what, when I first saw these 3 cards, I thought, oh, it could be something similar to like when we first saw Erica have to go off by herself and then make that choice about the hourglass. Like that feels like this. Of course, it turned out well for her. So I don't know, being judged at the end. By your jury.
I mean,
or being judged for smashing the hourglass.
Yeah.
People came for her for that.
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah.
Okay, Rome. Ooh,
Rome.
buddy. Yikes.
It'll be interesting whatever happens.
Whatever happens,
for sure.
So.
Okay, the last man on red would be Kishan.
I love him.
Bringing some water to the table, finally. Look at this. We have a Cancer Sun, Aquarius Moon,
Angel,
Cancer Mercury, Gemini Mars, and Venus. And I do believe they were like fairly close in conjunct, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Wow.
Which is fun.
Cancer Sun on its tribe with a Libra and a Gemini. I mean, for the men.
That's not exactly besties right from the get-go, but he does have an Aquarius moon.
Yeah, which is good with those other air.
But will people listen to him? That's the question.
Yeah, I think he's gonna
be tough.
The softer spoken out of the rest of his tribe. Who else is on the red? We have Teeny, we have Asia, and we have, I think, Rachel. No, Genevieve.
Well, Sol also had a Cancer Mercury, so that's interesting.
And and Kishan has the Gemini, Mars, and Venus.
Yeah.
He'll be likable.
They might connect. Yeah.
Very
likable. I mean, Cancers can be very kind and nurturing people. They also can envision the worst, though. Some fears can creep in there. They can see the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
But with that
they
Aquarius
worry a
moon,
lot, I find.
you get your absolutely. You get your strategic Aquarius moon there.
Definitely.
If they listen to him.
They listen. Yeah, definitely.
You know, it's there. It's there. He might have some good ideas, but he might not be heard.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the ER doctor. That makes sense for a Cancer, that nurturing, very caretaker vibe.
No. and he was like, "Oh, what's a word for people to describe me? Adorable." I'm like, "You are a cinnamon roll."
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, it's a cinnamon roll, but could kill you. No, he's a cinnamon roll. That is a cinnamon roll.
Yeah,
like,
no, he's,
sweetie
you
pie.
know, all that water, you're just going to want to like tell him your deepest, darkest family secrets or something, you
and
know?
I'm hoping that somebody just on his tribe, maybe one of the 3 others, maybe not Rome or Soul, are like, I just want to protect you.
Yeah.
I just love you because you're a sweetie pie. So let's just like keep you here forever.
Oh, well, we have another judgment card.
Oh, let's see. Well, the context of this.
Yeah.
Well, as far as his personal journey goes, I remember in his pre-season interviews, he's like, I'm just going to be me. A lot of his family doesn't know that he's out. And so that judgment card could be linked to that.
Wow.
Just his journey of like being on there and being his full self and like for the world to see. All right.
Do you have the 2 of Pentacles?
2 of Pentacles here. So
okay.
I'm wondering if all that contemplation is the worrying of the Cancer energies here. Oh, 3 of Cups.
3 of
great.
Cups. Okay, celebration.
I've had 3 of Cups a couple times for final 3 people.
Oh.
Yes. That absolutely can mean final 3.
It's so funny because I just want him. I hope the other people on his tribe, I hope he finds like 1 or 2 people who are just like, because he just seems like so soft and sweet and like, yeah, Gemini, Cancer, Aquarius. It's just like, okay, yes, he can run his business, whatever. But the Chantele, you being afraid of nobody listening to him, like, I just hope he comes together with his people.
I think him and Saul are going to
Me
connect,
too.
right? Because he has a couple of Gemini placements there. Saul has a lot of Gemini placements. Saul's Mercury's in Cancer, so they will have the Cancer Mercury connection right there. Yeah. So I think we spoke about Saul maybe finding somebody to connect with. I think it might be Kishan.
And Kishan also has Teeny, who's a Virgo. Also, and has Genevieve, who's a Gemini, which could also connect with that Mars and that Venus. But I love a Virgo and a Cancer together, although I'm afraid they could worry a lot together.
Oh my God, they're going to worry so much. But maybe that'll keep them safe.
Who might be protective over Kishan.
What's yours, Sarah?
Judgment.
Oh, right.
So maybe this is just getting to jury. This is getting to final with that 3 of Cups.
I feel like final 3, like judgment card is like final 2 kind of thing, or like at least pleading your case at final tribal. With this combination, I could see that for sure. Erica had the 3 of Cups there, and same with who was one of the
just
other
last
people?
Season we had 3 of Cups in either Kenzie or Charlie, maybe,
or maybe it was both. Oh no, they had 10 of Cups. They both had, I think, But yeah, one of them did have the 3 of Cups. And so with both of those cards, I could see him maybe getting his way to the end. But maybe he's going to have to make a decision, a big decision that's going to maybe weigh on him. But seeing that he'll make the right decision, he'll get to the end of the game at least.
I also see the potential here for a good social game. With all of his water, just really being one of the few people out here to genuinely not that air signs don't genuinely connect, but like a heart-centered connection, really like being in his feels, but like that working to his favor.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like working to his favor because I'm like, Banu was in his feels.
I know.
He was in his feels.
Well, we don't have any Scorpio here. It's a little.
Yeah, the 3 of Cups is more like family celebration, right? It could be birth. You know, it's like, and a 2 of Pentacles could be hardware, could be an idol, something saving him. But yeah, I feel like
or not to use. Yeah.
I feel like he's got an interesting journey that does feel loved.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of goodness. I just love this card. This card always gives me like the best.
And what if this judgment card is maybe 2 of Pentacles is him being at the end and people are choosing between him and somebody else, right? Like maybe they're balancing out him and whoever's sitting beside. Is it a final 2 this season? Who knows?
Yeah, I'm definitely switching my thought because I think Chantele and I really felt like pentacles represented winning, right? Money, like winning.
Interesting.
But I'm switching my perspective to cups being more of winning because it's the love, it's getting the vote
Emotion.
from the other people, that sort of heart connection that gives you a win. Yeah, I love to just sort of see how these all play out.
Yeah, that's such a fun way to just, look at the cards and see things differently, change our perspectives
Right.
on things. Because
I mean, see how they work in a game as opposed to just
Yeah.
life.
Exactly. Amazing. Yeah, I could see the automatic connection with pentacles, but like cups to me is like that, like you're feeling your cup is full. Like I've
Yeah,
got
how do you get your votes?
9 of cups, 10 of cups, like 3 of cups. It's just that like emotional celebration. Oh,
Except though, just to remind us, we did pull the 10 of Cups for, I don't remember her name now, but she was a blonde woman that ended up quitting. I don't know, it was the last season.
Hannah.
Oh, Hannah, 2 seasons ago.
2 seasons ago. And so, yeah, she had the 10 of Cups as well. And so she did want to go back with her family and to have the, the heart's connection there or whatever, but that would have been a misread.
It's so funny with Hannah because all of us every single girl wanted to work with Hannah.
I had her as my winner pick for like most.
So many people had her as their winner pick. So I think that's like, I think she does have that energy. It just like maybe doesn't translate to
that season.
Not Survivor League. My girl. Yeah. But yeah, it's
Yeah, but we got the Empress and the 10 of Cups for Hannah. I just went back. So together, you're like, she's winning. Oh my God, that's the best combo. Yeah. But when you if we were doing a personal one-on-one reading with her, we would find out that, winning the game wasn't really her heart's desire.
The winning part was her just confirming with herself that she is a person of her values and that she's always going to follow. Like that's that Empress is like my values. Like what do I value? I value a cheeseburger in my bed right now.
Yeah, and going back to her business, like she runs her own business. She's 100%. A therapist, like going back to that, like that's why this is so interesting to just see how it plays out because it makes sense. Those cards still make complete sense, but when we're thinking about the game, I was like, she's winning.
Yeah, I was like 100%.
Yep, we were so excited.
This girl's gonna beat us all.
But I think we had cards about Lulu, though. We thought that Lulu was going to be a bit of a hot mess.
We knew, yes. That we have been 100% with. We knew Lulu, and then we knew, what was it last year, Banu's tribe. We knew that.
Yanu.
Oh, my God.
Yanu. Yeah.
The cards made it clear. We're very clear. Okay, we're moving on to our blue tribe, our last group here. And we finally get a Earth sign. We only have 2.
Oh, Gabe.
We have 1 Capricorn with Gabe, but a Cancer moon. He's bringing in some water there. Also Capricorn, Mercury, and Venus. He's got a strong Capricorn and a Aquarius Mars.
Okay. I love this for him in his life, but with the rest of the tribe, I'm a little nervous for Gabe.
Well, let's talk about a Capricorn Cancer dynamic. Those are opposites. Yep. He is a full moon baby. Sun in Capricorn is very get down to business, very grounded, not taking things personally necessarily. But a Cancer moon is going to be more in the feels. So he sort of has to find the balance in his everyday life, which sometimes is great because you have both those sides. You can see things practically and you can feel, but I'm sure he feels torn sometimes as well.
He has the sun, the Mercury, and the Venus opposing his moon. So it's like,
I mean, he probably struggles with acknowledging his feelings. He probably tries to shove those down.
Shove them down, exactly.
Quite a bit. So
simmer until it's time for them to come out, which is what I'm nervous about if he is with some fire. What's the blue tribe? So he has a Sagittarius there. Yep, Tiana, who was our alternate. I love her. I'm obsessed with her. We all wanted to work with her. I was just wow. My girl right here. No, I was so sad. But
That's fun.
Tiana's our alternate. So she has
love
Tiana.
that.
He has Sue, a Gemini, and Sierra, a Gemini. On the oh no,
Yeah, Sue's a Gemini.
Oh, and then Caroline's on the blue tribe, and she's a
our
Scorpio.
Okay.
Well, they may connect on the water side, maybe.
Well, I'm kind of thinking though, with his, Cancer being at home in the moon, I wonder if he's going to actually be connected with his emotional self, right? Like, I find that people
hard to say.
They just like they're comfortable crying, or they're comfortable like being honest with their feelings from what I've experienced, and so I wonder if like I don't know how the rest of his tribes will respond to that, but I do think that he might be open with his feelings, and like maybe he's gonna miss home and he's gonna have like a cry moment, or how Aubrey on her season, she kind of had a little bit of, I don't know if he'll break down, but he might have a missing home, missing family emotional moment, and I could see him maybe working through on the game.
That's funny, because that makes me think like I could see him having like an emotional breakdown of like missing home and being like, I never cry, what's going on? Why am I crying out here?
But I almost see it happening in the confessionals and not with his tribe, because the Capricorn, especially with the Mars Aquarius, is like, I want to stay in my power. I want people to respect me. Potentially the emotions will trail away from me being seen as somebody who's like logical, practical, and somebody wants to work with. So I can kind of like see it trailing that way, but I do love an Aquarius Mars in Survivor.
I mean, Aquarius Mars, yo.
Yeah.
He's going to be potentially very innovative, and the way he goes about his strategizing, being able to see things from out of the box, and maybe take a different direction in the way he's going to use his skills in this game. So I actually really, as like a strategy person, I actually really like that placement, and with the Capricorn Venus as well.
I wonder if he ends up becoming a little bit of the leader of the tribe, because, Capricorns, they can take control. Sometimes they're teachers, they're leaders. And so I wouldn't be surprised if people end up turning to him, even though he's younger, but like they may turn to him as like being that presence that is going to lead. And so I could see him being maybe the unintentional leader of this tribe.
Yeah, he's going to come across more mature than his actual age.
Definitely, and he does have four cardinal placements. Like that definitely is leader energy.
Take initiative, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. So. Okay, Gabe, I love it. I love Capricorn energy.
All that Saturn. But don't be teaching people too much, though. Don't be like...
Ooh, a 4 of Cups.
Ooh.
A 4 of Cups. I mean, I always jump to, you got to take a step back in Survivor. When I get a 4, even though he is a leader, throw in your 2 cents, be there as a supportive Saturn energy.
4.
Oh my goodness. Oh God, I hope he's not like going off.
This is like literally almost like my favorite card in the deck, or one of my favorite cards.
Interesting.
Queen of Wands.
Wow.
Oh, now what is this? Okay.
Well, when I look at 4 of Cups, I think of, is he going to have an opportunity that he might miss, or that comes to him that he's not paying attention to? So that he has to, maybe he's working too hard, or he's being too leadery, or whatever, and he's missing opportunity to recognize something.
Yeah.
The Queen of Wands is usually like someone standing in their power and strength, and it's like a strong card for success.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And Oprah. This was our Oprah card.
Oh, that's Oprah. I love that.
That is totally. I love the Queen of Wands. So 4 of Wands here. I mean, with the 4, we see it take a step back. It's really interesting seeing this combination and all this fire with somebody who doesn't have any fire in his chart. So
he could be a rising.
True. We could have with the hair. And like
maybe all these planets sit in like his 5th house or something.
True that. So with the 4 of Wands here, obviously we're thinking celebration. you know, same thing. I'm hoping he's finding somebody to celebrate with. Like maybe he is the leader of the tribe, and maybe they have a lot of early tribe wins.
Success.
Early tribal wins, a lot of early tribal success. And he's seen, especially with the Queen of Wands, seen as part of that success.
I'm wondering if the Queen of Wands energy is like what he gives out. People love him. You know, he is that queens are still leaders. So he's leading the tribe from a very fun, enjoyable place. But something is sort of tying his hands. Something is holding him back. He is literally not able to play. Like maybe he has one of those dumb advantages that he loses a vote, or he can't, some sort of swap where he's alone. Like I'm feeling some sort of tied hands here with two fours, two rest, take a beat.
Yep.
Cards.
Yep. Yeah, maybe it's just gonna be like take a rest. Your time is coming.
Or what if it's like they just keep winning and he wants to play, like he wants to make moves, but like he can't do anything because
love that idea. It's like, okay, I want to like play Survivor, but keep on winning. Maybe I'm gonna throw a challenge and get what I want.
I mean, maybe, and then who knows what happens there.
Yeah, let's see the other blue tribe cards. We'll be able to tell if they're winning or not for sure. All right, so that brings us Kyle next. This is very interesting. I'm fascinated for Gabe, actually.
Me too.
All right, Kyle, Pisces.
I'm excited about Kyle.
On the blue tribe, a Pisces sun, a Leo moon. We love a Leo moon in this cast.
Dynamic.
Also Pisces Mercury, so we are strong with the Pisces here. And a Cancer Mars. This is definitely one of our more feeling-oriented people here.
Yeah.
Aries Venus. He's drawn to fire signs, though. Great.
Yep. Yeah, I think this is such an interesting combo here.
Yeah.
In his pregame interviews, he's like, I'm about to ruin everyone's dreams out here. But it's like, are you?
I'm like,
well, that sounds like a delusional Pisces right there.
Exactly.
He has no idea who he's
living in a fantasy world. Pisces, their strength is fantasy. It's not necessarily grounded in reality.
Yeah. But you know, I do like the sextile between the Pisces and a Capricorn. I love a Pisces and a Capricorn together. So maybe him and Gabe will link up, and like Gabe will be the practical plans to Kyle's dreams coming true. You never know. I don't know.
He needs some grounding.
Yeah, the Leo moon with the Pisces sun is like, my delusions will come true because I deserve it and I can make it happen. Which is true. Everyone should follow the delusion.
I might be wrong, but if I remember correctly, Derek X from Big Brother is a Pisces sun, Leo moon, and I love that combo on him because it gives you that fiery, fun moon personality who, you know, is willing to go on a TV show, but with that compassionate, kind energy of the Pisces sun.
This flew out and onto my floor.
Lovers, yes!
I think that we're going to stick with it here.
It's also a Gemini card.
Very Gemini card.
I wonder if you'll make it to the merge and be able to link up with some of the Gemini vibes, you know?
Yeah.
Or Libra.
But yeah, I love a Pisces.
Okay.
I love the Pisces Leo dynamic so much.
So we got lovers last year with Charlie, I believe.
Oh, he wanted a duo.
And he got his duo with Maria. So, it doesn't have to be a showmance romance, but it is a definite duo partnership.
Yeah, have they made up yet?
Oh,
I'm not following. I don't know.
I'm just curious if it was or not.
I can't.
Yep, Kendra can't report.
No problem.
Cannot report at this time.
Oh, what popped out for me is Empress.
Oh,
girlies.
And
really
I've got the
play.
Chariot. Okay, well, these are some strong.
Maybe Kyle isn't as delusional as we think.
Yes, right? These are strong cards,
I love these
Kyle.
cards. Making me look at his tribe because I think Charlie had like a Libra moon or something, and like we were like, oh, we need to find a Libra, or he had like some Libra placement, and then Maria was the Libra that he.
Right, she had a Libra something, yeah.
What person on his tribe is Kyle going to link up with? Who do we got for the blue? We got Tiana, we got Sue, we got Gabe, TK. Okay, we got TK as a Libra. I don't know. Yeah, Libra wants a partner, so I'm just always thinking like.
Right, Libra wants a partner. He's
and maybe
interesting.
If any of them have a Pisces, like any type of Pisces placements in him, or Aries placements, because he's going to be drawn to that. That's the person he's going to link up with.
And Aries could work too, because it's the opposite of Libra, and so maybe finding some of that Aries energy. Well, what you get to choose from is Aries, Leo, or Gemini energy, Kyle, to make a partnership.
Yes,
likely. So the Empress, like I always think of that as a really great card of things coming together. So maybe there's going to be a threesome, but then he's going to have a strong relationship in a duo. This has the Venus symbol on it, so maybe it is a Libra that or Taurus that he is able to maybe gravitate towards or find. But this is an abundant card, right? It's like,
absolutely.
It's talking about the harvest. It's talking about like things flourishing, creating, and so
she gets things done. Yeah, oh, absolutely. All three of these cards are longevity. I think an Empress gets things done, success of some sort with a partner, lovers, and the Chariot. Now this can be some sort of move. He's got to do some sort of change here, right? It's a merge or a swap or just some sort of from journey from here to there. It could be a journey if we're talking Survivor. I mean, like he's gonna go on some sort of transition here, but it looks like with your two cards, he has massive support.
Yeah.
What if there's like a duo that he becomes the third into? Because I'm wondering with like the Empresses, sometimes it's like if you think of it in terms of pregnancy, there's a partnership, and then they bring in the baby comes in, making it a third, right? So I'm wondering if he steps into a duo and becomes like a third in that or something, or he's a duo and a third comes in with them.
Also, just knowing a little, he is disarming. Whoever put that note,
yes,
I 100% agree with that. He's like. He does construction and stuff, so he seems pretty physical. But also, I know that he's like playing for his family, just from his like preseason interviews. So like Empress family, like
is he married? Like he has a family?
He just had a new baby.
Oh wow!
Maybe that's his Cancer Mars.
He's playing for his family, and I think that Chariot, especially with the link to his Cancer Mars, because I definitely link those cards up, is like. Maybe he's going to link up with another person and make those connections that are going to propel him further into the game, just through talking about his family, being in his feelings, being proud, his Leo moon, of, all the things that he's playing for. So I'm really excited to watch Kyle play.
Yes. These are positive cards, Kyle.
Looking at them just astrologically, I'm just like, what is going to happen this season?
I know.
I'm like, if the cards are completely accurate in how we've interpreted them, this season's gonna be wild.
Of course. And
I don't want Kyle to get his feelings hurt. I'm nervous.
Oops.
I mean,
no, yes, please. Kyle's feelings can be hurt for sure. TK is our last gentleman. He's also on this blue tribe. With Kyle and Gabe, but he's bringing us back to our air. We've got a Libra, Sag Moon. Thank you. Yes, please.
Whoa.
Libra, Mercury, Cancer, Mars, Scorpio, Venus. Go ahead. Sorry.
Crazy. Him and I have super similar charts.
Oh.
I have a Sag rising Virgo moon. Everything else is the same on his. That's so funny.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like TK's my people. I really like him. Cool energy.
Right. Well, we can, verify just by looking at Kendra that a Libra Sag combo is like very fun. It's
fun, but also super competitive. I think he's going to be like very competitively driven.
A Sag moon, I'm a Sag moon. We dream big. We can see that big picture of winning, and it's absolutely devastating when it doesn't happen. We fall hard.
Yeah. So, but lots of fire, or not lots of fire, but like that Sag moon is just, I feel like Sag and Libra is just so, like the cardinal energy of the Libra with the Sag moon energy of just like, here I am.
Kendra, do you find your Libra Sag combo, because Sagittarius is known to be blunt and speak their truth with an air quality, does it fly out a little easier?
Yeah. I was like, in preseason, I was like, my only job is to keep my mouth shut. Like, that's all I need to do. What did I do? Not that. Like, I literally just couldn't fucking stop. So, just me being like, yeah, Dee and Austin are in love. I'm like, that is something we do not share with the class right now.
Keep it to yourself. Yep.
To yourself. Just burying myself because I cannot keep the mouth shut. So I do worry about that.
Yeah. It's a dangerous combo, I would imagine. I mean,
his moon is going to allow him to blurt out his feelings and thoughts about things. Do you think
and
it's funny, very honest, very funny.
He'd be funny.
But I hope that him and Tiana link up because I know that she's a Sag sun.
Oh, yeah.
And I love the Sag Libra. I love the Sag Libra together. It's just fun. I can see them having a lot of fun out there.
It's a very fun, adventurous, friendly energy. Very like people friendly. Will want to be friends.
He's like, he's here.
Yeah.
Just always forever rooting.
So he's going to want a partner of some sort. He's going to definitely want to work with other people. He's not giving me anything cutthroat here.
Not even his Scorpio Venus?
I mean, I'm also a Scorpio Venus. And
oh, yeah, you were saying, though, that you weren't sure how to read that for yourself.
I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about it. I could do a TED Talk on Scorpio Venus now.
Okay, give it to us.
I would love to hear it because help.
Yeah, it is a challenging position. Do you have it too, Kendra?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we should talk.
In my 10th house.
I want to do counseling for all Scorpio Venuses.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
I've been single for 7 years. Help.
Well, honestly, that's probably for the best.
Absolutely.
That's my first recommendation. Stay single. Yeah, you know, it's an intense, but being in the Venus, it just doesn't, that's not the competitive side, you know, and his Cancer Mars is, you know, it's a bit of a warrior, but it's a defensive warrior, right? It's, yeah.
We literally have the same chart ascent, basically.
Yeah.
And hi friend, hi TK. The Cancer,
we feel you.
Like we're just very emotionally motivated, and like I don't think that helps the Sag moon.
Yeah.
At all.
No. I'm getting a Page of Wands.
Yeah. Fire,
energetic, you know, having some fun out there, but a page is not giving me longevity. It would depend on your cards. You know, it's definitely a new player.
I'm biased, but my favorite
star,
actual favorite card of the deck.
Aquarius.
The star. I mean, I feel like he could be the star. He seems to have that energy.
Fan favorite?
Yeah, like that. Exactly.
For sure.
PK's fan favorite energy. Okay.
Yeah. Well, the star, but it also, you know, it represents the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, if maybe all is lost, but he's able to survive. And that's a 10th house kind of card.
Hey, we have the 6 of Wands recognition. I fan favorite here for sure.
Wait, is that 6?
6 of Wands. Yep. So celebration, just knowing that you did the damn thing. And this with the star is like this, like, you know, maybe he's going to have this like renewal.
An epic moment.
An epic moment.
From a journey, and like, you know, he wins something for his tribe and they put him on his shoulders and celebrate him.
Yeah.
For being awesome about something.
I definitely see having fun out here. I think it's going to be like a character, for sure. Making a lot of friends. People want to, like, it's like, yeah, we're competing against each other, but like, he's so likable.
And with his Mercury being in Libra, he's not going to want any fighting to happen. Likely, he's going to want to keep the peace. He wants things to everybody to get along.
Need it in balance.
Yeah,
I'm a little
he needs his tribe in balance.
Makes a little pass. I'm afraid of him being passive.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just like saying.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of this is passive energy, but I really see the Six of Wands as like people
celebrating him.
Yeah, giving you your like props. Like I see how good you are. Like giving you like the thumbs up. I have horrible words, but
Which makes me a little nervous for him.
Actually, because people
how good he is. Oh, this guy almost like a Caleb.
Take him down.
Like, oh, this guy is so charismatic. We can see how good he is. And then you pulled the Page of Wands as well.
Page of Wands, yeah. Which
so
this could be early boot. Like this isn't.
Yeah.
This is the beginning of a situation, a journey.
But with the Star card, I love this card. There's definitely, and like it gives me a moment of like, okay, maybe I made it past the being celebrated. There's a vision of hope, the light at the end of the tunnel. Definitely like a lot of hope here and maybe like I'm just getting fan favorite.
Yeah,
you're getting it. It's
like
probably
or like just like very well liked.
Yep.
People just see him, recognize him. Potentially,
but I think it's gonna bite them in the butt. I think you're right with the Caleb energy. This is like people see it, they know it, they love you, and you may not get to the end because of that.
Because
you had the Page of Wands.
Yeah, Page. So yeah, having fun, people enjoying him. Gonna work with him for a minute, but then he's gonna have to go. That is what the cards.
I wonder if that's like
all my cards.
After Mergatory, like first merge boot.
Yeah,
maybe. Merge boot.
That's where Caleb went out.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, exactly there. Because, like, even if you look at the Page of Wands, traditionally, it's like this one guy holding a little torch. And that could be him going up to Jeff to get that thing snapped, potentially, right?
Oh, no.
So, and maybe he's going to have one of those shot in the dark moments, or something, a big thing
like celebration, recognition.
Right?
Yes.
And, like, he's at his worst, and then he does see that light at the end of the tunnel, and it hits, but then goes out shortly after, or something similar,
Yeah, I really hope him and Tiana link up because she has the Sag sun. I just and she is such a fun personality. I could really see them vibing together.
Yes.
On the Blue Tribe. So
I'm so biased, but yes.
Me too.
Right?
Oh my God, he has the same chart as me. He's gonna be
yay! All right, that is our men. That is our gentlemen for this season. We definitely are already starting to get a sense of the tribes. I think after we do the ladies on Wednesday, let's pull cards for all of the tribes and see if we can really dial in who is going to be the hot mess, who's going to tribal too much, and who's not.
I hope it's more balanced than past seasons.
It never is.
You're like,
really.
I was like, sure, of course. No.
It just seems like that's what they kind of want with this 3-tribe format.
I think it's
no.
And
Boo.
So it's okay though. It doesn't matter what.
Yeah. Well, we are gonna say so soon. We are gonna find out what.
These, 10 days away. I'm getting really excited, but this is so fun. I'm so excited for Wednesday to kind of get just a bigger full picture of all these tribe dynamics. Pull cards for the tribes. Woo!
Woo!
So what did we decide? Wednesday is 1 p.m. Pacific.
4 p.m. Eastern.
4 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, and your mountain?
2 p.m.
2 p.m. Central Mountain, whatever you are. Mountain, sorry.
Mountain time now.
2 p.m. Mountain. We'll be back to talk about the ladies. Same thing. We've got their astrology. We're going to pull cards. We'll do a card for the tribe as well. And then we should have a really good picture of our players and our tribes. So excited for this air dominant group.
Don't get
Can't
crazy out here.
wait to see all the plans change constantly.
Yep.
No sticking to the plan here.
No.
Plan who?
Absolutely not.
Like,
Right?
really? I'm
New
so
plan
excited.
is the plan.
I'm
Right.
so excited. I feel like there's going to be a lot of tribals with like a lot of different names written down. Just
Ooh.
mess. Yeah.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
communication is going to be really, because I think during the time of filming, we're having that Uranus Jupiter conjunction
Yes.
in Gemini.
Yes.
So
I mean, expect the unexpected. Like I
Expect the
imagine we're gonna
unexpected.
see something we haven't quite seen before, like
I
something
agree.
very Uranus. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love this. Thank you both of you for bringing the group back together. Thank you everyone in the chat for joining us. If you are joining later, please leave us a comment. Let us know who you are connecting with. What's your sign? Give us all of that info. And we actually do have a couple rising signs for the ladies, thanks to
Yeah, we do.
Kendra. So we will be able to throw that in the mix on Wednesday. Yay! Thank you, everybody. We will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.